What if the key to unlocking the firmness you remember isn't in a pill bottle? What if it isn't about forcing something to happen, but about reawakening a part of your body you've forgotten you even have a hidden source of strength that has been quietly waiting for you to find it again? I'm Dr. Grace Morgan. For over 15 years as a urologist, I've had the privilege of sitting with men just like you. Good men. Strong men who feel like a vital part of them is fading. And I'm here to tell you that what you're feeling is not a personal failure. It's a signal. A quiet, urgent message from your body that it's time for a new kind of strength. There's a silent frustration that comes when your body doesn't respond the way it used to. A disconnect between the man you are in your mind and the man you see in the mirror. You feel the desire, the connection, the love, but the physical response is slower, softer, less reliable. It's a loss of confidence that can echo into every corner of your life. But what if I told you the reason for this decline is not just about testosterone or blood flow in the way you think? The hidden truth is the very foundation of your masculine strength, the muscular scaffolding that supports erections and control, has likely grown weak and dormant over the years. And you can wake it up. I'm talking about your pelvic floor. Think of these muscles as a strong, supportive hammock at the base of your pelvis. They are the unsung heroes of male vitality. When you get an erection, it's these muscles that contract to lock blood inside the penis, creating and maintaining that powerful firmness. They are your body's natural locking mechanism. They also give you control over ejaculation and even support your bladder. When you were younger, this system worked automatically. You never had to think about it. But over decades of sitting of stress, of disconnected movement, these crucial muscles can weaken and tighten. They lose their tone, their responsiveness, their power. And when the foundation weakens, the entire structure becomes less stable. The blood that flows in can just as easily flow out. Erections become softer, less dependable, and harder to maintain. The incredible news is that these are muscles just like your biceps or your quads. And what do muscles do when you train them with gentle, consistent, and intelligent movement? They respond. They get stronger. They wake up. You can rebuild this foundation. You can restore that natural locking mechanism. And you can do it without equipment, without pills, and without anyone else even knowing. You can reclaim a sense of control over your own body. So right now, I want to guide you through 5 simple, powerful movements. These aren't aggressive exercises. They are gentle stretches, mindful activations that will reestablish the connection between your brain and your pelvic floor. Think of this not as a workout, but as a conversation with a part of your body that has been silent for too long. Find a comfortable place on the floor, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey of rediscovery together. The first movement is the foundation of everything we're about to do. I call it the foundational tilt. Lie comfortably on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor about hip-width apart. Let your arms rest at your sides, palms down. Just take a moment here. Feel the support of the floor beneath you. Let your breathing become slow and steady. Now I want you to gently tighten your abdominal muscles as if you're pulling your belly button down toward your spine. As you do this, press your lower back firmly into the floor, erasing any arch you might feel. At the same time, tilt your pelvis slightly upward. It's a very small, subtle movement. You should feel a gentle but clear contraction deep in your lower abdomen and pelvis. Hold this gentle squeeze for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly with control, release back to the starting position. Let's do that again. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, Draw your navel and press your lower back down and tilt. Hold it. Feel that deep, quiet strength waking up. You are activating the very muscles that lock blood in place during an erection. You are teaching them to work in harmony with your core. This isn't just a physical movement. It's an act of awareness. Many men have no conscious control over their pelvic floor. This tilt is like finding a light switch in a dark room. You're learning where the muscle is, how to turn it on, and how to turn it off. This control is everything. It translates directly into firmer erections, better stamina, and greater confidence. I want you to practice 10 to 15 repetitions of this tilt every single day. Focus on the quality of the contraction, not the speed. This is your new starting point. This is where you begin to rebuild from the ground up. Our second movement is designed to counteract the damage of sitting. It's called the lengthening arc. For this, I want you to lie face down on the floor. Extend your legs straight behind you and place your elbows directly under your shoulders with your forearms flat on the floor. It's almost like a gentle sphinx pose. Lift your chest slightly off the ground, keeping your gaze forward to maintain a neutral spine. Now from this position, gently pull your belly button in toward your spine, creating a little space between your stomach and the floor. At the same time, lightly contract your pelvic floor, that same lifting sensation, as if you were trying to stop the flow of urine. Hold this position. Breathe. What's happening here is profound. You are stretching the muscles in the front of your body, your hip flexors, which get incredibly tight from years of sitting. Tight hip flexors pull your pelvis out of alignment and restrict blood flow. At the same time, you are forcing the deep stabilizing muscles, your pelvic floor, and lower abs to contract and hold you steady. This balance of stretching and strengthening is what restores true functional power. It doesn't just build strength. It builds flexible, coordinated strength. This is the kind of strength you need for intimacy. Men who practice this regularly tell me they feel a release of tension in their lower back and a newfound sense of connection to their core. That connection is the neural pathway between your brain and your erection, getting stronger, clearer, and faster. It's like upgrading your body's internal wiring. Hold this stretch for 30 seconds. Remember to breathe deeply and evenly. Don't hold your breath. Repeat it 3 to 4 times. Over a few weeks, you'll feel your entire pelvic region become both more relaxed and more powerful at the same time. That is the magic combination for lasting firmness. The third movement is about creating a deep mind-body connection. Let's call it the core connection. Come onto your hands and knees in a tabletop position. Your hands should be directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. Your back should be flat and neutral like a sturdy table. Now take a slow, deep breath in. As you exhale fully through your mouth, I want you to gently pull your belly button up towards your spine and simultaneously contract your pelvic floor. That same internal lift. Visualize gently drawing your testicles upward. Hold that contraction for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, while keeping your shoulders and neck completely relaxed. Then as you inhale, slowly release the contraction with control. The beauty of this movement is how it links your breath to your muscle activation. By contracting on the exhale, you are training your body to engage these deep muscles naturally without tension. This coordination is crucial for sexual function. It builds endurance. It builds control. It allows you to consciously engage those supportive muscles when you need them most, helping you stay firmer for longer. So many men feel disconnected from this part of their body. This exercise closes that gap. It makes the unconscious conscious. It gives you back the reins. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions, moving slowly with your breath. Feel the rhythm. and exhale to contract and inhale to release. This isn't about force, it's about finesse. Over time, you'll find this control becomes second nature, both in your daily life and in your most intimate moments. Our fourth exercise builds on everything we've done so far. It's a true power builder. We'll call it the power bridge. Lie on your back again, just like we did for the first movement, with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Now press firmly through your heels, squeeze your glutes, and lift your hips up toward the ceiling. You should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. This is your bridge. Hold this position steady. Now, while keeping your hips lifted high, I want you to gently push your knees outward away from each other, as if you're trying to stretch a resistance band. Then, with control, bring them back to the starting width. That's one repetition. What makes this move so effective is that it's a triple threat. You are powerfully activating your glutes, which are the engine of your pelvis. You are engaging your pelvic floor to maintain stability. And you are strengthening your hip abductors, the muscles on the outside of your hips that are critical for pelvic balance and circulation. Weakness in any of these areas compromises blood flow and stability. By working them all together, you are building a powerful integrated support system for your erections. This exercise retrains your body to hold firmness even during movement. It builds functional strength that translates directly into the bedroom. Start with 10 repetitions, focusing on keeping your hips high and your core engaged. As you get stronger, you can increase to 15 or 20. Men who master this movement often report a feeling of solidness of power in their lower body that they haven't felt in decades. It is the feeling of coming home to your own strength. And now for our final movement. This one is perhaps the most important because it's not about strengthening, it's about releasing. I call it the releasing rocker. Begin on your hands and knees. From there, slowly widen your knees as far apart as you comfortably can, turning your feet outward. Gently lower yourself down onto your forearms. You should feel an intense but good stretch in your inner thighs and groin. This is the frog stretch. Now, once you're stable, I want you to begin to gently rock your hips forward and backward. A slow, rhythmic, controlled motion. This movement is the game changer most men miss. Why? Because chronic tension is just as damaging as weakness. Years of stress and sitting can cause the deep muscles of the pelvic floor to become chronically tight. A tight muscle is a weak muscle. It's also a muscle that chokes off blood flow. It's like a tourniquet around the very arteries that need to be open and relaxed for an erection to happen. This gentle rocking motion does something magical. It deeply stretches and releases that stored tension. It allows the muscles to finally let go. It encourages fresh oxygenated blood to flood the entire pelvic basin. It's not about forcing anything. It's about creating space. It's about allowing. Spend 45 seconds to a minute in this position, just breathing and rocking gently. Focus on relaxing into the stretch. If it's intense, that's a sign your body desperately needs it. Practice this every day, and you will unlock a new level of freedom and responsiveness in your body. It can feel like you're finally taking the emergency brake off. So there you have it. 5 movements: the foundational tilt, the lengthening arc, the core connection, the power bridge, and the releasing rocker. Together, they form a complete system to reawaken, strengthen, and release the muscles that are the very foundation of your sexual health. This isn't a quick fix. This is a practice of self-care and self-respect. It's a commitment to showing up for your body. Spend just 10 minutes a day on this routine. In a few weeks, you will start to notice a difference. A feeling of more connection, more stability, and yes, a return of that firm, reliable strength you thought was lost to time. You don't have to accept decline as your destiny. Your body is resilient, It wants to heal. It wants to be strong. All you have to do is give it the right signals. These movements are that signal. They are a promise to your body that you are listening, that you are here, and that you are ready to be strong again. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Every week, we'll explore more ways to reclaim your vitality with wisdom and grace. And if you know another man who needs to hear this, please share it with him. Let's start the conversation that truly matters. Leave a comment below and tell me which of these movements felt like the one your body has been waiting for. You are not broken. You are not finished. You are simply ready for a new chapter of strength.